Good evening, everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. And I hope you are good, enjoying your weekend, and definitely preparing yourself for the next week. So coming close to the year end. 2019 is about to end, and market is doing pretty well. We are having some new highs on the equities, and we are expecting that this is going to continue for the rest of the November and December. So let's move on. We are still haven't here the first fees deal outcome. All right, so that's still to come. All right, and market is pushing higher, so that definitely going to push it more higher. So we're expecting that the S&P 500 gonna hit the 32 if they're gonna sign the deal before the year end. Then it is already about to hit 3200, just 75 or 80 points, you can say that, away from 3200 S&P 500. And if the deal is going to reach, then even it can jump and can go beyond that 3200 before the year end. So interesting movements are happening on the equities these days, and specifically the big players, they are happy. They are almost have seen more than 30% return on the equities. All right, so let's move on to the website first. And if anyone want to join us, looking to join us for membership or for training, just simply go to the techtradingacademy.com. Check the membership levels. Membership levels are there. If you are looking for a group membership, then go to the group membership. And if you are looking for one-on-one training, just fill the form and send the form to me for further information. All right, so I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. All right, so for group membership, a training, group training level is there, one-on-one training is there. If you're looking for further information, just fill that form to me and send that form to me for further information. All right, so we are planning to have training classes on 20 December, when there are going to be holidays in the and market, there's not going to be movement in the market. So we're going to have training on 20 December to 5 or 7 January, until market not going to be normal. So we're going to have classes. If you are looking to join us, you can join. You can join us now. If you are planning to join later on, when they're going to be classes, you can join then. It's up to you. Yeah, so once you're going to join, you're going to have access to our stuff and group membership and daily meetings. All right, so if you're looking for links, then simply go to the trading view profile, my trading view profile, wave trader, and check the signature box. All right, so go to the trading view profile and check. All links are there. You can get all those links from there. All right, so website, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Slack, and Telegram. All right, now let's move on to the charts first, for the which we have on on trading view profile, and then we're going to move on to the setups for the upcoming week. All right, so pound yen short-term sell, just posted that chart. All right, so next week you're looking for short-term sell on it. All right, from this top price to go test that top and go down back within this flat formation. All right, the flat formation we are anticipating. Okay, and then longer term continuation. So we look at the bigger chart as well. Okay, so price slightly can break out, can break that top and can push up to this previous high. As long as price is going to stay within these sideways ranges, sideways market, all right? This is sideways market. So you can have a short-term sell opportunity back to the bottom, all right? And once price is going to get back to that bottom, you are looking it to break out and continue to go higher, because it is turning into a very nice correction which is going to break up for more upside once we're going to have a good good news on the pound pairs. All right, so pound pairs are waiting for good news to break up for more upside, and general election result can give you that breakout. So we're going to have general election next month, and ahead of that pound pairs are running within a very nice bigger correction. Means that if they're going to stay there and we're going to have good result from the election side, then that correction can break out and we may have another bullish leg on pound pairs. All right, so if you're planning to sell the pound pairs, you can sell them for short term back within the ranges which we are having, and once price is going to complete that short-term move, then start looking pound pairs to continue to go higher. Yeah, so the best pair to go for short going to be the pound New Zealand dollar and pound Australian dollar. Pound Australian dollar is at a much better place as compared with pound New Zealand dollar. All right, so if you're planning to sell the pound pairs, you can sell pound pairs. You can sell pound yen, you can sell pound dollar, you can sell pound chief, but selling pound yen, pound chief, and pound dollar slightly risky, because they are setting up for a nice aggressive breakout for upside. All right, so if you remember last week I was talking and saying to you that we are expecting this correction, daily correction, to change. All right, we are still expecting that correction to change, and that's why this short-term counter trend trade gonna be okay to trade. All right, so you're watching price action there and the short-term trade, and once price come back to that bottom, all right, and you're looking for it to go higher, we're going to look at the bigger time frame. All right, so short-term opportunity, this is going to be a counter trend trade. Okay, if we look, let's look at the pound yen chart. All right, so it is setting up for that breakout. Okay, so this short-term trade I have just shown you, this short-term trade, this is going to be a counter trend trade against this aggressive move. So you're looking for short-term one more draw within this area, and once price is going to get back to the bottom, break out that sideways market and go for another bullish leg. Okay, that's our longer term forecast. If you look at the weekly chart, right, you have seen that chart many times before in the weekly market outlook. Yeah, so this longer term wave to happen, okay, and it's correcting on lower time frame. So hope you understand that. Pound yen chart, short term counter trend trade, and again buy at the bottom for more upside. So same on the pound CAD. All right, the pound CAD last week, before that it did well. All right, and last week we were anticipating it to go down. Okay, we did not see that move back at the bottom, and it just went up on rumors. All right, and now it is struggling to break the top for more upside. Okay, so you're looking it to fall aggressively the way it has done there. All right, done there, and you're looking to sell it and correction and go down, test the bottom, and this ABC move to form, and then continue for bigger time frame for upside. Okay, so in case if the pound is going to break that top slightly correctively, the way it is doing right now, okay, so if it is going beyond that top, okay, still you're looking it to go down back within the flat formation, so it's struggling to push more higher. Yeah, another good opportunity is in making CADNOK. Yeah, if you trade on this, you're looking for it to continue to go higher for another leg. So last week, if you guys remember that, I have shown you this trade. Yes, the same trade again, and this is the pair you should consider, right? You should watch. We are already short on it, and looking to add more, right? And if you remember last week, I have shown you something like that, kind of expanding triangle formation. Okay, this kind of ABC move. It's happening now, all right? It's happening now, forming that, and you're looking for it to go down, all right? or give us this flat formation and then continue to go higher, which is going to be very much similar like the pound CAD chart, all right? But next week you're looking for that move, all right? And this wave has potential to go all the way back to that bottom, all right? So still there going to be a process on the Brexit, all right? There's still going to be a process. If we are going to have mess again on the pound, yeah, then pound definitely going to go down. So it is the best place to trade on it. Okay, so on short term, on lower time frame, it still can push up for another up move like that. Okay, and if so, then you're looking it to sell. So we'll look at that lower time frame as well, how to do. So USDCHF did well. Last week we were looking at this pair to go down from top, all right? So it slightly went higher and then drop. So this week, the upcoming week, this move, which is just there, okay, that wave, this corrective wave to break down for another move, test the bottom and then go higher. Okay, there is possibility that USDCHF no gonna test this move, no gonna happen, short-term move, all right, like that short-term move no gonna happen, and price gonna keep correcting on 15-minute time frame and gonna keep breaking up, all right, and we're gonna have longer-term reversal on USDCHF. So hit the bottom. So pound New Zealand dollar did well, all right, so did well on lower time frame. Okay, that trade, this chart which I have shown you last week, all right, this trade already completed. Price went and then dropped. Okay, that trade already completed, and the same trade again for next week, all right? And once you're gonna go for short, okay, that was the chart, all right? This is the chart, updated chart for next week. Price is struggling there again, all right? So it's doing something like that. Okay, so you're looking for this to hit the top the way it was doing there, all right? And again, that short-term sell or medium to longer term reversal can happen over there on the pound New Zealand dollar. So pound New Zealand dollar is at the top. So this is your chart, okay? That's the chart. This chart you should focus on for next week, okay? So price went lower and trying to test the top, okay? So look for this trade first. If price is not going to, show you any price action over there and going to test the top, similar like the pound Australian dollar, then you're looking to sell the pound New Zealand dollar from there, okay? Like that. Flat formation. All right, so pound New Zealand dollar was a good trade last week. Yeah, so this is what you're looking now. If test the top, then look for sell. So it's testing the top. Short term up move also went, gone. And pound CAD, okay, updated chart you guys have just seen. Right? That's the old chart. Price did not hit the bottom. 50% wave completed and then went higher. So you have seen these charts last week. Okay, so that was the updated chart which we were looking last week. So price did not continue and went higher. So again, forming a nice opportunity at the top. Pound Australian dollar, US dollar went lower last week. Okay, so this to complete that short-term move. All right, there is a lower time frame correction. Complete that short-term move back at the bottom, and you are looking for longer-term reversal. Okay, I hope you guys remember what it is doing on a bigger time frame. All right, and dollar sheaf also did well last week. All right, went higher and then dropped from the top. Okay, that was the trade which we were looking for. Okay, this chart, and the next chart was that last week I have shown you this chart, if you remember. All right, okay, we were looking for price action there at that top. We had that move, and the updated chart is this. Okay, so price is coming back at the bottom and you're looking for the same trade. All right, the buy, this kind of trade. All right, this kind of trade. So make sure when you are trading on the dollar sheaf, make sure you are trading in the sideways market in the ranges. All right, so at some point dollar sheaf gonna break, yeah, gonna leave these ranges and we're gonna have direction. So Every time when it comes back to the bottom, you're looking for it to buy. We're still anticipating ABC move on a bigger time frame. Euro dollar did well, went lower. Last week we were anticipating it to correct. Correction is happening now. All right. So this chart last week we were anticipating. Okay. So this correction. Now the correction is happening, and this chart. Okay. So the euro dollar to complete the wave back at the bottom. Okay, there we are having correction. Okay. Complete the wave back at this bottom or 107. And then give us a buy opportunity. So same chart on the euro dollar like last week. Okay, this week we may have retest of the test of the bottom. Price can test the bottom, previous bottom. All right, so pound dollar, dollar index also doing well, doing similar way the way euro dollar is doing. Okay, so this wave to complete back at the top, and the updated chart is this expanding triangle is in formation for the next week, and that expanding triangle to give us next impulse, correct over there and go for another up move. All right. Okay, so there is possibility that the dollar index gonna correct over there and gonna go down for another move back to the bottom. Yeah, I have told you last week on the euro dollar still can test the top. If euro dollar is going to test the top or DXY is going to test the bottom, again you're looking for it to go back up. Okay, it will give you opportunity to go for long again or short on the euro dollar again from 112. So S&P 500, all right, so keep pushing higher, going higher. Our target is 3,200, all right, and it is testing the 3,120. So just 80 points left behind, and we believe that the S&P 500 gonna keep pushing higher, all right, and gonna test the 3,200, yeah, and in the first quarter of 2020. We're expecting S&P 500 to hit the 35, right? So 35 is a decent, you know, rise, decent, going to be a decent return on the S&P 500 for longer term position holders. So there is a lot of potential for more upside. Okay, if we are not going to see more upside and we are going to see another dip on the S&P 500, let's say similar kind of dip, the dip which we have seen there, okay, or this kind of dip, 8 to 10% dip. All right, if 8 to 10% dip is going to happen, then again there are going to be a buy opportunity. All right, so target going to be 35. Yeah, so it's going and was making headlines last week. Yeah, and Donald Trump was cheering on every highs. He was sharing that the Dow Jones, S&P 500 and other Nasdaq index, they were making highs. So he was cheering, tweeting, yeah, on every highs. So silver also went lower. It hasn't done a lot of things last week. We are still in a correction. It was in a correction whole week. Okay, that correction to break down and continue to go lower or go back up, retest of that flat formation and then go higher, go lower, sorry. Okay, so that formation, so similar like the last week. And gold is interesting. Gold is just waiting for a positive news from the US China trade side. All right, if they're gonna sign this, they're gonna sign the deal next week, or not next month, sorry, in December, because they are still talking. If they're gonna sign that before end of 2019, equity is gonna push more higher, yeah, and gold gonna react to that news. So we're expecting gold to hit up to 1400 or 3050, right? 1350, continue to push more downside. So we are having correction, and next week you're gonna watch that correction to break down and continue to go lower. So gold, all right, and CAD yen also went lower and forming correction over there. Okay, so same formation like last week, another up move there. Okay, this is what we are having structure. Okay, we still can see continuation to the downside, but equity markets are pushing higher, so you should expect it to go for another up move rather than downside. So let's move on to the charts now, right? So market is doing very well. Dollar index chart you guys have just seen. Let's move on to the daily chart. Okay, so another up move to complete. Okay, this up move to complete. Straight away, let's get down to the lower time frame, right? And expanding triangle. All right, so expanding triangle, price to rise aggressively, correct over there, and continue to go higher. Okay, if goes down, there is a correction. Okay, if breakdown goes down, test the bottom, buy again for this up move. All right, so it's correcting. Okay, for more downside right now. Okay, this is correcting for more downside. Okay, so you're looking for this to break out, correct on 15-minute time frame, and go higher for next leg. Same analysis on the euro dollar chart. Daily time frame, go down for another bearish wave, form new low, and then go higher. Okay, this wave. Let's get down to the lower time frame. Okay, this expanding triangle to continue to go lower. At least test this previous bottom. All right, so 1088. All right, so go down for another wave like that, correct over there, complete the move, back at the bottom, or 107, and then again rise from the bottom. Okay, so the best timing to watch for this wave gonna be on, let's check the calendar. Okay, best timing to sell the euro gonna be on Friday, right? So if price gonna stay there within the, you can sell it even before that. Friday gonna be far away, all right? Friday gonna be far away. So yeah, so this wave to complete before the Friday, or even Friday data can help to euro to test that bottom or new low, right? So overall PMI data is improving across the globe, all right? So PMI data is improving and showing signs that the data is bouncing off after forming bottom across the globe. So the global data, PMI data, manufacturing data is showing strength, but German manufacturing data is really important at the moment, all right, because it is going down. So the trend which we are having is pointing out that the German manufacturing PMI data is bad, all right, and the German manufacturing industry is in mini recession. So if this is going to drop further, let's say going beyond the 35 or 30, then euro not gonna stop losing its value. So euro gonna keep pushing lower. So you watching the euro to go lower, hit 108, yeah, 108 80. And if price is going to push lower before Friday and going to hit 108.80 before this data release, all right, yeah, then look for euro dollar to rise aggressively from the bottom on this data. Then expect this data to be positive rather than negative, all right? So if price stay within the correction which I'm showing you, all right, then you look in euro to go down, and this data to be bad, all right? If price euro dollar is going to hit the bottom, then this data to be positive, and euro to rise aggressively from bottom for upside. All right, because if euro is going to push the bottom before this data, then euro not gonna keep pushing lower for more downside. All right, then highly likely you're gonna see rebound on the euro from the bottom, because the bad data gonna already be priced in. I mean, euro dollar gonna priced into this data for Friday, right? Then after that, there's gonna be a buy opportunity on the euro, right? So you're looking for a euro to continue to go down, all right? And if price gonna stay within correction, then this data to be bad and the euro to continue to go lower. Okay, how you can trade on lower time frame? Let's go there. Okay, so this is the up move which is just happening over there right now. All right, so go down aggressively. You are in and you are looking for correction, and you are looking for it to continue to go lower. Okay, if aggressive move is not happening, corrective move is going to happen. Okay, go for another up move. All right, go for another up move and then fall again, and you are in. Okay, let's say euro is not going to fall from current price, okay, and going to test or going to retrace. You guys can see this. All right, bigger correction is going to happen there, like this. All right, this is your impulsive move. It is, let's say it is going to retrace up to 618 or 786. All right, so if it is going to retrace up to 786 or 618, so you're looking for it to continue to go lower. All right, so or in other words, you are looking head and shoulder formation there. Okay, if correction is going to get a bigger head and shoulder formation to form, and euro to continue to go lower. Buy is not there on the euro at the moment. There are not strong fundamental reason for the euro to get strong. Okay, so similar kind. This is, this is, you can see that a head and shoulder formation, but the correction there wasn't deeper. All right, okay, I'm showing you a deeper correction here. Yeah, if that deeper correction is going to happen, then head and shoulder formation, and then continue to go lower. Right, so this kind of leg to complete there, back at the bottom. So if going to test the top, going to test the trend line, or 618 or 886, or in simple words you can say that if it is going to test the 1150, yeah, 1.1150, then you are looking euro dollar to continue to go lower. Okay, so we are still bearish on the euro dollar and looking euro dollar to continue to go lower, and dollar shift to go back up. Bigger time frame chart is still same. Okay, there is still possibility that the dollar shift can go back up. All right, okay, we are having sideways market there, and breakout is about to come. All right, we can still see one more up move or continuation into the longer term direction. All right, on the dollar shift. What is the longer term direction? Chart is there, ideal spot. All right, so dollar shift is at ideal spot. That was the ideal spot to sell the dollar shift. Okay, so still going down. So our longer term forecast is this still bearish on the dollar shift for longer term. All right, but according to the fundamentals, we still can see another up move on the dollar against the shift. All right. Okay, on lower time frame, you are trading in a sideways market these days. All right, so you are looking another up move next week. All right, so another buy this way. So if we're gonna go, and if that move is going for another up move, ABC move, you are looking it to continue to go higher. Okay, much higher than this top. Okay, and then drop. So this ABC move. All right, so if we're gonna go to the old chart there, this chart, okay, and there you are having update. Okay, so there we are having ABC move on lower time frame. That ABC move to push slightly more lower, test the previous bottom, all right, and then bounce off, all right, and correct and buy. Okay, there is possibility that, guys, the dollar not gonna hit that bottom, all right, and gonna start rising before hitting that bottom, all right, then our formation gonna be slightly different, all right, like that. So watch price action before you get into the trade. Okay, you can even miss the trade. I mean, if you will keep waiting the price to hit the bottom, then you can miss the move. So watch price action. Okay, if we're going to go to the lower time frame, this is forming a flag which can break down and can test the bottom. Okay, this is what you are anticipating it to do, and then you are buyer. Okay, that's your dollar chief and dollar CAD. Okay, dollar CAD chart on bigger time frame is same, it hasn't changed, all right, a bigger time frame. So this ABC move to complete, or this flat formation to complete, all right, and then drop. So dollar CAD gonna go down up to this area, or up to 120 or 118, yeah, only then when oil gonna go higher aggressively. Okay, if oil is going to hit the $100, then definitely you're gonna see big drop on the dollar CAD back at the bottom. All right, so when oil was testing the 20 or 25, okay, on US oil or WTI, it was testing 26, all right, and on Brent, it was testing 27, all right, almost same price on both, all right. So when oil prices were in crisis in 2016, yeah, oil prices were in crisis in 2016, then the dollar CAD was testing 147 areas. It was testing that top. All right, so for this move to happen, oil has to go back to 100 or close to 100. All right, this move needs to happen. This move should be over there before you're gonna see, or dollar is going to get back to the 120 or 125 within those areas. So we are still anticipating that dollar CAD to stay sideways rather than in a trending market. Hope you understand my point now. All right, my point is that when OPEC countries are still struggling to push the oil prices for upside, okay, then you should not expect dollar CAD to go down for longer term to the downside. Okay, when they gonna have full control on the oil prices, they're gonna be able to manage the oil prices, and oil gonna start oil is rising, all right, but it is not rising so aggressively for more upside. It's rising collectively, which means that, yeah, oil price is going to stay there within 65 to 50 within these areas for a while, all right, before we are going to see higher prices on oil. All right, so during that, dollar CAD should also stay within the sideways market rather than trending market. Okay, and this flat formation to form, okay, oil to get down for another move from within the triangle, yeah, and dollar CAD to test the 135 34 or 135 areas. Okay, hope you understand my point. So you're expecting it to stay within that sideways market, okay, and the chart is there. Yeah, correction is just happening over there. Last week I was asking you to wait for the correction is just happening now, and that correction to break up and continue to go higher. Okay, this is the chart. and that was the continuation trade. Yeah, this is what we were anticipating last week. Correction is just happening now, and I think we have updated chart, not here, but we had that in our group. Okay, so this move next week, this short-term trade to complete. All right, breakout aggressively, go there, test the top, and then this sell from there. Okay, this sell. So next week you are anticipating this move to happen. So let's say if this wave is not going to happen, all right, and dollar CAD is going to fall, going to correct, and going to push back to the bottom for another move. Okay, so you can trade on this move, but trade with care on that move. All right. Okay, so buy again dollar CAD from the bottom. Okay, so if I'm gonna draw this chart, this pattern in a different way, then this is forming an expanding triangle at the moment. All right, and you're watching price action next week at the current price and price to bounce off, correct, and complete the wave at that top, and then drop, correct, and go down. Okay, or give you that kind of head and shoulder formation there at the top. All right, so this is what you are anticipating. Yeah, that's your dollar CAD chart. If goes down, test the bottom, you're looking for it to reverse. All right, so that's your dollar CAD chart and Kiwi dollar, US dollar. So what we were anticipating last week, we were anticipating that the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, they're going to cut the interest rate, all right? But they did not cut the interest rate. They surprised the market. Everyone was expecting in the market that they're going to cut the interest rate, but they didn't, all right? And Kiwi went higher on that news. So it's moving into the in a longer term direction, but there are still cracks in the New Zealand economy. So we are still at the bottom, okay, but it's a building price section over there at the bottom. So we are anticipating that the dollar index going to test the top, and if so, then Kiwi still going to go lower for another move down, and then gonna go higher. So if you are buying on the Kiwi dollar, then just keep in your mind that if you're buying the Kiwi and you are buying the dollar at the same time, then both trades, one of them gonna be profitable. So that's the direction on a bigger time frame, and on lower time frame, you're looking for that expanding triangle. All right, so which I have just shown you. Okay, that aggressive move just happened over there. Okay, I have shown you that last week. So we are anticipating price to give us another up leg over there. All right, like that up leg now. All right, so that up leg and bigger time frame chart you guys have just seen, and continue to go higher. Okay, as I told you, that dollar index still can test the previous high or can form new high. Okay, if so, then we're gonna still visit the low. Okay, price still gonna visit the low, and then we're gonna have that move. So we are watching price action carefully, and not selling the Kiwi CAD uh, for another move down back at the bottom, currently. Okay, but we'll show you where you should expect for sell. So is everything fine on the YouTube? It seems to me that the stream health is everything fine on the YouTube? Just want to confirm. All right, thank you. So YouTube is fine. Okay, so we are anticipating that ABC move to happen. Okay, that ABC move to happen and continue to go higher. Okay, if I'm gonna draw a risk reward ratio, thank you everyone, thank you, thank you. So and this is gonna be the all right. So the trade you should focus on. All right, continuation trade, and this might be a longer term reversal on it. All right. Okay, this trade. All right, back to that top or complete next leg. So first of all, going for long on that trade from bottom, you watching first of all a counter trend trade next week. All right, this move. Okay, once price gonna attack the top, you're looking for this ABC move to complete. All right, this ABC move. Okay, and you can have a counter trend trade. Okay, you're watching price action for this trade from that top for next week. All right, and once price gonna complete that flat formation, then you are expecting it to continue to go higher. Okay, let's see, price is not going to stop there. This flat formation, the flat formation is not going to happen over there. Okay, because price has already completed correction over there, guys. Okay, and we were anticipating that correction to form. All right, let's see, price is not going to give you that correction. So this is not at a good place to get into the trade for buy. All right. Yeah, price already completed that correction. You got the move. All right, and ABC move happened. Price is trying to break out and trying to continue for another up legs. Okay, so this correction is already completed over there. So if this, prices keep pushing higher, then don't jump into the trade from here. Let it go. You missed the move from the bottom within these areas, or when that breakout was happening, or when the impulse was happening over there. So you missed the move. So then let it go. Okay, then watch price action from that previous top. Okay, this top, then let the price come there and then watch for that trade from the top. Okay, go down within the expanding triangle for another move down. Okay, go down for another move, A, B, C, D, E. All right, your A, B, C, D, and E wave there, and then rise for the next leg. Okay, then watch for that counter trend trade from that top. All right, hope you got it. All right, so short-term counter trend trade on a flat formation, then buy at the bottom and then go higher. That's how we're gonna do. Aussie dollar, US dollar went lower from the trend line. Okay, longer term reversal, that hasn't changed on the weekly time frame. All right, so we are anticipating that longer term reversal. Okay, on lower time frame, go down. Okay, complete the wave, go down, and all right, so go down, test that bottom, and longer term reversal. So this short term trade is still possible next week. All right, so it is coming back at the bottom and pushing aggressively for upside. Yes, so price action is getting strong for upside. So all right, so we still can see one more move down. Okay, so there you should watch aggressive move like that before you are selling it to the downside. Okay, if aggressive move is coming like that, you are in, stop and let the price get back to the bottom and then buy again from the bottom. Okay, if that aggressive move is not happening, all right, and price is turning into a correction like that. Okay, then look for it to reverse for longer term, then buy. All right, and as I have told you that the longer term direction we are anticipating is a buy. Okay, so this expanding triangle then, right, similar like the kiwi chart. Okay, that chart, kiwi chart, their correction. Okay, and then a reversal. Yeah, for this move, for sell, we need a sharp sell over there and then go down, as I have just shown you on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so that's your Aussie dollar US dollar chart, and this is your pound dollar chart. Let's get to the weekly time frame chart, and then we're gonna go to the lower time frame chart. We are still having flat, the correction over there. Yeah, now that correction is getting bigger. Okay, we are having extension, correction is getting bigger. Our longer term direction is this. Okay, but there is possibility that one more move down still can happen. Okay, if the Brexit issue is going to get back again, we still can see that one more drop, right? Still can see that one more drop. So far, there are very high chances that the deal gonna go through. We are back in the election, and pound is also at there where it was. I think in 2016 or 2017 election, right? In 2017 election, price was at the same area as 130. Yeah, so it is there at 130 again. So on lower time frame, you're looking for this correction which is just developing over there. Yeah, so we have seen that correction last week as well in a different formation like that, if you remember. Okay, like this, like that I have shown you. So price bounced off right after market opened, all right? It bounced off. Now this is what you are anticipating, all right? So price to just keep pushing slowly, hit that top, and then go down, test that bottom, and again you're looking for it to buy. Okay, so this short-term sell from the top. Don't buy the breakout. Buy the breakout setup is not there on the pound dollar. Okay, so currently it is forming a triangle, right? Let me draw this trend line there. Okay, it is forming triangle, the triangle which I have shown you that last week. Okay, there is possibility that the price no gonna go for that up move, that top, and gonna go down. Okay, for this, and then again, there gonna be buy opportunity once price gonna form low there. Okay, but what I'm anticipating change in pattern formation, that triangle to change and create a short-term sell opportunity from the top. Okay, and that's it. That's your pound dollar short. Look for short-term sell from the top, and once price going to test the bottom, you're looking for that correction, okay, which is just turning over there, and that correction to continue to go higher for next wave where arrows are showing. Same on the pound chief. Weekly chart showing that the wave is just happening over there. We are having weekly correction, you guys can see it there. Okay, a weekly correction is just happening over there for another up move. So same analysis like the pound dollar analysis. Okay, short term sell from the top, same like the pound yen chart, and buy at the bottom. Okay, so chart is clear, arrows are showing that what to do next. Yeah, so you're looking for price to go there and go down, short term sell back at the bottom, and once price gonna test the bottom to continue to go higher. Okay, same like last week, it is turning into a correction, bigger daily correction. All right, and this correction is waiting for a good news. Yeah, and that good news gonna break it out for another up move. All right, euro pound is also same like the pound chief chart. Weekly chart is same. Weekly chart is almost same on all pound pairs. All right, so go down, back at the bottom, And on current price, we are having a correction, all right? This is the chart, and on current time frame, short-term buy. Okay, watch it during the data, right? The data when that are gonna release. Okay, you're looking for it to bounce off 15-minute time frame and go higher, short-term buy, and once you're gonna have that expanding triangle, continue to go lower. Okay, it can continue to go lower from the current price, so trade with care for buy. Pound CAD chart you guys have just seen the lower time frame chart, but the weekly chart is also same like last week. All right, so the weekly chart is also continue to go higher. Yeah, trying to break out this sideways market. Pound is trying to break out that sideways market. All right, flat formation, which we are anticipating to happen. So just go down to the lower time frame, and you are looking similar kind of flat formation like others. All right, this ascending wedge to break down, correct, and that trade back at the bottom, and then again longer term buy. Okay, and watch there once price gonna test that bottom. If it is going to fall aggressively, then stay in all the way back at the bottom. If hold, then stop buying. Right, so whole week price was just playing within that wedge. All right, so you're looking for a, yeah, go for another up move and fall aggressively. Okay, this aggressive fall, correction, and go. Every time when price form new high, you're looking for it to sell. Okay, within these areas, you're looking for. We are already sell on the pound dollar from pound CAD from that top. So you're looking for it to draw from the top. Okay, in case if price slightly break the top and goes higher, okay, like this. Still you're looking for it to go down, expanding triangle. Okay, how this pattern formation gonna change if very aggressive move is going to happen like that. Okay, this aggressive move gonna change the pattern formation, this pattern formation which we are anticipating, flat formation. And for next 30 days, the breakout of that breakout, this kind of breakout is less likely on the pound pairs. All right. Yeah, it can extend for expanding triangle formation. Yeah, if so, stay bearish. We let it drop, okay? If going to turn into an expanding triangle like that. I have just changed slightly my trend line, okay? Still, you're looking for it to go down. There is no buy setup on the pound CAD, okay? There is no buy. This is not a buy opportunity you should consider. Okay, you should buy it for longer term once price gonna tag that bottom, or let's see if we're gonna have change there. Okay, this flat formation. All right, flat formation there. Yeah, we are not anticipating the flat formation. We are anticipating the bigger flat. All right, so a good chart to watch at a good spot next week. Yeah, already there on the trading view profile. It is already there on the Telegram. Okay, it is already there on the Telegram. You're watching it, and the pound New Zealand dollar, pound Australian dollar chart is also there. Both are a good chart to watch, and the third good chart is this, right? Pound New Zealand dollar. Yeah, so it's went lower. It didn't hit the top, but it went lower and still correcting there like this. Okay, still doing the same like last week. So you're looking for it to tag the top next week and go down. Yeah, if break the top, test the top, same like the pound Australian dollar, the way pound Australian dollar doing, then flat formation. Okay, this trade gonna be over there. If you are trading for buy on these moves, then trade with care. Okay, price is at a spot, at an area, or at a place where it can drop at any time. So if you're buying pound New Zealand dollar from within these areas, this is a sideways market. Okay, you don't know what you are doing, so you should be into the trade for buy from bottom or sell from the top. You should not trade within these areas. Okay, so this is not a directional area to trade. All right, so have a look on that. on the Telegram as well. So good chart to watch. And if we're gonna look at the bigger time frame chart, okay, the flag you are having on the pound Australian dollar is so much big, huge weekly flag. Okay, that's your impulse, and you're looking for this to go down within that flat formation. Yeah, if again we're gonna have uncertainty from Brexit side, then this move can go all the way back to that bottom. All right, and then again up. So let's get down to the lower time frame. All right, so there you are having. So we are already short on it. Okay, it is also forming ABC move like other USD pairs. Yeah, this ABC move can push up for another up move like that. All right, so if so, then it's gonna give you another good opportunity to go for short on it from the top. All right, so sell is already gone from the top. Okay, price has already went lower with more than 100 pips. All right, and if goes back to the 90 or 91, gonna give you an opportunity to sell. All right, so if you are not into this trade, what you should do, okay, go down to the lower time frame, watch any pullback on 15-minute time frame, you are selling it. All right, so I think we have chart, and I have posted that chart when it was showing price action, but it will take time to share that chart here because I have to find that chart. Okay, we were selling it when that was happening. All right, this correction, that correction was happening, so we are already into the shorts, guys. So this 15-minute correction. All right, so another correction like that, slightly deeper. All right, slightly deeper, you guys can say that. Okay, yeah, if similar kind of correction is going to appear over there, you're still looking it to drop and go lower. Okay, if correction is going to get deeper like that, this is actually what you are anticipating, give you a deeper correction so that you can get into the trade as much higher as possible. Right, give you this kind of correction. All right, a similar kind of like that. Okay, give you a deeper correction back at the 190, so that you can get into the trade from as much high as possible. Okay, if you see that correction, you are looking it to drop. All right, so if correction is not happening, again price is rising aggressively like this, great, it's giving you another chance to get into the trade from new high or the previous high. Okay, let's see, it's going for another 15-minute move like that. Okay, rising aggressively, great. Okay, this is the ideal price to go short on it. All right, so you're watching this pair next week. All right, so we are watching too. It's a good pair. It is at a good spot to trade. Whatever the fundamentals are going to do. Okay, this is your structure. Structure is clearly telling you that what price can do, and I have shown you what price can do on lower time frame and trade according to that. Okay, it can go higher, boom, sell, keep selling it, keep adding more and keep selling. This is just a area or place to trade. All right, so let's see if you are not having a big drop there, okay, and having another move like that, okay, still there are going to be a good return. Okay, it's showing almost 400 pips move. All right, and if we're gonna have drop from the drop which has already begun, and if it is going to test the top, then 500 pip move. All right, and it has the potential to even extend up to 176. Right, so 1400, 14 to 1500, so good return. So it is at a good spot to trade. So next week you're watching this. If it is not going to drop next week, again look for it to drop. So this is the chart you should watch. This chart, pound CAD and pound New Zealand dollar. All right, this chart too. Okay, so pound New Zealand dollar chart is also same, very much same like the pound Australian dollar chart. Okay, this chart you have seen before. All right, and looking it to go down. All right, and on lower time frame, get this wave to happen. All right, that wave to happen. Okay, if this is not going to stop the, or not going to respect that that expanding triangle top, okay, let's say it is not going to respect that triangle top, okay, then formation gonna slightly change. Okay, then we're gonna look for either double top or flat formation. All right, so currently this is less likely but possible. All right, flat formation or double top. All right, double top for longer term reversal or similar flat formation like other pound pairs. Okay, for another up leg. So for another up leg is less likely at the moment. Okay, so this expanding triangle. All right, so push higher for another up move like last week, and you're looking it to go down. And once price fall aggressively, just watch correction and keep looking it to go down. All right, so what I'm showing you, if you look at the whole pound, across the market on pound pairs, so bullish on the pound dollar, bullish on the pound CHF, yeah, and bullish on bearish on the euro pound, bearish on the pound CAD, and bearish on the pound Australian dollar, bearish on the pound New Zealand dollar, and bullish on the pound yen. All right. Again, bullish on the pound dollar for longer term, bullish on the pound CHF, yeah, and bullish on the pound yen, and bearish on the euro pound. Okay, and bearish on the pound CAD, bearish on the pound Australian dollar, pound New Zealand dollar. So why is that? Why we are having different analysis on other pound pairs, and why we are having different analysis on the rest of the half? So the reason is that the pound Australian dollar and pound Kiwi, if the pound is going to get strong against these two pairs, yeah, it's going to form new high, and still there going to be a potential to either reverse for longer term or get back within the or give us another correction. Okay, so the risk is less over there as with compared to the other pound pairs, because other pound pairs are running within the weekly correction, weekly flat formation. If you remember, I have shown you they are running within that. Okay, so if pound is going to drop, then the potential is going to be more on the pound Australian dollar and pound New Zealand dollar if we're going to compare those pairs to the rest of the pound pairs. Okay, and if pound rise, okay, if pound is going to get strong because of the good news, yeah, pound Australian dollar, pound New Zealand dollar, they are already at the top, and or pound euro pound is almost already sitting at the bottom. You're not going to see huge potential over there on pound. All right, because they have already made their move. If pound gonna get strong, there, let's say with 100 pips or 200 pips. All right, but on the other side, if pound gonna get strong against the yen, against the dollar, against the CHF, it can go up to 3 to 500 pips move. All right, so where you are having more return on pound, definitely on the pound yen, on the pound dollar, and on the pound chief. Okay, so let's check there. Yeah, it is showing 13% rise. Yeah, almost 18. Yeah, 1800. All right, 1800 return, 1800 pips return on the pound yen. So you're not gonna get that kind of return there. All right, so pound again, pound gonna slightly gonna go higher and again gonna start to struggle there. Okay, gonna get up and gonna start to struggle again. All right, so there you're gonna have potential for buy. All right, that's why you see my weekly chart over there from the bottom on the pound dollar. Okay, and the other reason is that the currencies which are playing as a safe haven, they gonna drop. Yeah, yen gonna drop, yen is playing as a safe haven, yen gonna drop, dollar is playing as a safe haven, dollar gonna drop, chief is playing as a safe haven, chief gonna drop. That's why we are having similar kind of pattern on these three pairs. All right, similar pattern you see on these three pairs. Okay, you see flat formation there, or side, or flag, whatever you want to call that. You are having similar kind of pattern formation in pound dollar. You are having similar kind of pattern formation on the pound yen as well. All right. So we are moving towards stability. All right. And when there's going to be stability, yen not going to get strong. All right. Dollar not going to get strong. Chief not going to get strong. All right. These three currencies are playing as a safe haven. All right. But the Aussie and Kiwi gonna get strong too when we're gonna have stability, or you can say that when we're gonna have trade deal, first phase of trade deal, these two currencies gonna get strong too. Yeah, so when pound gonna get strong, Aussie, Kiwi both gonna get strong at the same time, then we're not gonna have a big move, right? That's the logic behind. So price can push up with couple of pips, and then again we're gonna have correction. Okay, but these pairs, the yen gonna go lower, chief gonna go lower, and dollar gonna go lower, and strength on the pound because of the Brexit gonna be wider. All right, so pound yen and dollar yen, pound yen, we haven't looked at that. Okay, so weekly chart is same. We are looking it to continue to go higher. All right, continue to go higher, and the lower time frame I have shown you a counter trend trade at the start of the meeting, start of the weekly market outlook. So you're looking for this short-term trade from these previous tops, all right? And once price is going to test these areas, you're looking this sideways market to break out and continue to go higher for another leg. The analysis is simple. Okay, if I'm gonna draw my risk reward ratio, then setup gonna, this is what we are looking right now currently. Okay, but this trade gonna be based on price action at the top. Don't just get into the trade the way I'm showing you, right? So there you need to pay attention at the price action before you jump into the trade. So try to learn that. Okay, if you are not comfortable, I mean you don't know what is the price action, then learn that. Okay, this is how we are anticipating. All right, so price action there. All right, so on lower time frame, if we're gonna get that, then go down. If we're not gonna get that, then test that previous top, but stay within the flat. All right, test that top and then go lower this bottom, and from that bottom to rise aggressively. All right, then start rising from that bottom for longer term, for upside, bigger wave. Okay, price is still within the triangle. Okay, we are having triangle, this triangle, the triangle which I have shown you previously. All right, so this is symmetrical triangle. See there? Okay, so according to the pattern, it should break out like this. According to the pattern, it should break out like that, and next aggressive wave should be over there. So we are not anticipating that wave, all right? We are anticipating that symmetrical triangle to change into another formation and then continue after changing. Okay, so that's what you are looking for, these trades price action. Dollar yen. Okay, so you all know that what is the bigger time frame analysis, okay? Because I have shown many times we are expecting this to go at least at that top. All right, at least at that top. Okay, and longer term all the way up to 118. It has the potential to go up to 118. Okay, dollar yen has the potential to go up to 120. We are having stability in the market. Equity is pushing higher, and dollar yen has the potential to go much higher. All right, from current price, it is at the 108 at the moment. So let's straight away get to the lower time frame and check the previous analysis first. Lower time frame analysis. Okay, that was the old chart, expanding triangle. All right, old chart, expanding triangle. Okay, so last week what I was showing you, go down for another move from the top. Okay, similar triangle. Last week we were expecting this move to happen. Now that move is happening right now, but still it is within, I mean, 50% completed, you can say that. All right, and next week this to drop, test the bottom and complete the expanding triangle, and next leg like that for another up move. Okay, chart is simple, and you're looking that expanding triangle to continue. All right, go down, test the bottom, and continue to go higher. All right, if not going to test the bottom, keep pushing higher. Okay, let it correct again before you start buying the dollar yen for upside. If you're trading on lower time frame for small moves, you can trade. All right, you can trade on lower time frame, but the big move, the move I'm showing, is the continuation for upside. Okay, this short-term trade is still possible to trade on this short-term move. All right, it's still tradable to trade for short-term back at the bottom. Okay, if you are smart enough, you can trade. All right, and if you're not smart enough learning, then stick to the bigger time frame or trade with gear. Okay, so euro yen went lower. We are having flag over there. All right, so last week I was showing you a continuation trade for downside. Okay, now slightly changed. We have slightly changed our view. Not slightly changed, same like last week. All right, this flag to continue to go more higher. Okay, that move for upside. So flat formation still possible. Okay, a price can form that flat. Okay, and can continue to go higher. Reasons, dollar yen, we are moving towards stability. Yeah, and when there is stability, then yen drop. All right, so equities are forming new high, then you should not expect the dollar to drop against the yen. All right, or you should not expect the yen to gain. All right, yes, in one scenario, there is one reason that you should start buying the yen when there is again uncertainty is just coming back in the market. All right, then you should start buying the yen. Okay, then you should buy the USD against the yen, Kiwi against the yen. All right, yeah, you can buy the euro against the yen too. All right, so this is our structure, guys. Okay, breakout and continue to go higher, or go down, test the bottom, or form new low, and then continue to go higher. So not a perfect pair to trade for next week, all right, because it has moved away. But in case if going to test the bottom of that flag, then you're looking for this to continue to go higher. Okay, chart is clear on bigger time frame. And CAD yen, all right, so CAD yen to go for another up move like that. Chart is clear on this time frame. On lower time frame, trade with care on when you buy the CAD or USD or euro against the yen, then trade with care. All right, because these are the currencies which can fall at any time against the yen when there are going to be uncertainty into the market. All right, so uncertainty into the market can come at any time. All right, and equities drop and yen get strong. Safe haven, safe assets get strong quickly. Either you see, all right, or there was the bad news. Okay, that's how yen do. It goes up slow and correctively and drop, like that. So you're watching it to correct on 15-minute time frame and keep pushing higher. All right, so let's stick to this for next week. Okay, if it changes, then we'll try my best to update this chart, the chart I posted over there. All right, so USD yen bigger time frame chart is same, weekly chart is same like last time. You go higher for longer term. And on lower time frame, it went lower last week on bad data. We had the bad data on the USD, and it is already correcting like other USD pairs, okay? And it can push lower back at the bottom and then again buy. Right, so chart is clear, guys. You see there what this is what I was showing you last week as well. So it is correcting on lower time frame, and let's go to the lower time frame. Same analysis, the analysis which I have made on the USD dollar, US dollar, same analysis on this chart too. Okay, if aggressive sell is coming, just look for it to drop. All right, look for it to go down and continue, break that flag. Yes, this is possible. Yeah, this is possible. Yeah, you are right. All right, so the up move against the yen should start in December before the trade deal signing. Until then, I guess up move already has started. All right, up move has already started on the yen is already losing its value. If you remember the pound yen chart or the dollar yen chart or the USD, yeah, all chart, all right, they already away from the bottom. They're pushing higher. All right, they're gonna continue then. Okay, if they sign the deal, if they're gonna sign the deal, then they're gonna continue to keep rising for upside. Okay, so if this correction, then up, all right, that correction, then up, up. Right, so short move needed over there like that, okay, before you start selling for short-term continuation to the downside. All right, and the same analysis on this, longer-term bullish, longer-term reversal, and short-term one more drop, short-term, medium-term one more drop. All right, so chart is not out of focus. Chart is this, all right, so it's showing what is the bigger time frame. All right, so rise from bottom, and on lower time frame, all right, and on lower time frame, it is also forming a flat formation. Okay, so last week I was showing you the drop on it. Okay, so same again, go for short-term sell. Let me show you chart. Okay, let me bring the yen chart. Okay, it can break the top and can continue for another bullish leg. All right, this bullish leg. All right, we can see another bullish leg on it. Okay, that bullish leg. So currently we are not looking at that bullish leg, guys. Okay, so short-term chart. Very much same like the pound New Zealand dollar chart. All right, so let's look at this. So this trade already completed. All right, this trade already completed, guys. This short-term trade. All right, this short-term trade already completed, tested the bottom. So you're looking same again, all right? So price is at the top, you're looking that trade short-term back at the bottom. Okay, if drop aggressively, then extend the target all the way back to the bottom, and from bottom start looking for up. All right, and once price come at that bottom, okay, this flat formation, test that flat formation, you're watching price action there. Okay, if rising aggressively, then start looking for continuation trade for upside. Okay, that's the trend. This is going to be the trend then. You're going to have another leg and price going to start reversing for longer term for upside. That's how you can trade on these charts. All right, so slightly tricky, not easy to trade. All right, but if you are smart enough, you can trade. All right, this is what I'm talking about. All right, so you're looking at to sell this trade first. All right, from that top, and once price going to get back to the bottom, all right, then start looking price action for upside. Okay, and all right, this is how you can trade on it for you know. All right, okay, we are in a sideways market. Okay, this short-term trade can extend all the way back to the bottom, and from bottom again longer term for upside. So a kind of, you can see that a kind of neutral analysis I'm showing you. All right, but still there is an opportunity within that neutral analysis. All right, this opportunity for short term. All right, that opportunity. All right, and a counter trend trade, you can say that. All right, but that counter trend trade can turn to be a very nice trade. Yeah, that counter trend trade, if there is no signing ceremony on trade deal, that can extend. All right, that can extend. Right, that can extend for another complete leg like that. All right, that can extend for another leg. Okay, so that's the Kiwi yen and USDCHF yen. Same chart like last week. It hasn't changed a lot. You're looking for it to go down to same like the pound Kiwi yen chart, all right? Okay, same like the Kiwi yen chart, flat formation you guys are having. Okay, go down for that short-term trade, up back to that bottom. Okay, if goes down, break the bottom, hold that all the way back to the bottom. Same chart like last week. It hasn't changed a lot. All right, price still testing the top, going down, testing the top, going down. Okay, and you are looking for it to test chief yen to test the bottom before doing anything. Euro New Zealand dollar went lower. Okay, this is the bigger daily time frame going down. Okay, we are expecting it to continue to go lower. All right, let's straight away get to the lower time frame. Okay, correction is just happening over there. That correction to break down. All right, so let's go to the bigger time frame. All right, so that correction to get bigger and continue to go lower. Okay, if it goes further higher, all right, goes further higher than expanding triangle. Okay, and then longer term drop. So this is a longer term chart. Okay, on lower time frame, very much same, analysis you guys gonna have on it, like the New Zealand dollar US dollar chart. Okay, if price test that 886 or 786 of the impulse, you're looking for this to go down the way I have just shown you. If you understand what I have shown you in the New Zealand dollar US dollar, then same analysis like that, 786 or 886 of the impulse generation point, and then continue the trend. So Euro Australian dollar is going higher. Last week we were anticipating it to form a flat formation or expanding triangle. Okay, so this is a bigger time frame chart, simple and easy to understand. Go down from that top, and on lower time frame form another correction, push higher, and then go down. Okay, so short term buy on that correction. Okay, go higher, complete that move, and then sell. Okay, then sell for longer term to the downside. Okay, the correction is just forming over there. That correction to complete and continue to go higher. Test the top and sell from the top. EUROCAD, bigger time frame chart, seem like last week. Okay, this daily chart, go higher, and on lower time frame, go lower. All right, so this correction to go down. Okay, same trade like last week trade. All right, if I'm going to show you in a different way, all right, so if I'm going to show you in a different way, so this is what you are looking. Okay, you got a short move from the bottom, you are having correction. All right, okay, now this correction to extend another move. All right, extend for another move back at the bottom. All right, and turn into this bigger flag. All right, this short-term sell back at this bottom or new low, and then again rise for upside for longer term. All right, so this short-term trade to complete at that bottom or new low, and then again longer term by the bigger time frame chart which I have just shown you. All right, okay, so it is same. It is same like, okay. All right, so now, yeah, I see. All right, I see my IC. I'm not sure that your IC or not. My IC, I'm showing same pattern formation. All right, and I have shown that since showing that pattern since last 2 weeks. All right, same pattern again, guys. If you see on this blank chart, then perfect. You understand the patterns. If you don't see, then you don't understand the patterns. All right, if you see without trend lines, without arrows, without tools, you understand patterns. All right, but if you don't see without trend lines, without the tools, then there is problem. All right, try to see these patterns without the help of tools. Okay, so you got I have shown you before. You got the short move, you got the correction over there. Okay, in the form of ABC move, you can say that. All right, you got the short move, you have seen ABC move again. Okay, similar formation like the last one. You have seen another aggressive move, you are having correction over there. Go down, test that bottom or new low, and complete that pattern and go higher again from the bottom. Okay, so currently for next week, this correction to drop. All right, that correction to drop for another move. That's your EUROCAD chart. And CADCHF to go higher for another up move. Bigger time frame on the CADCHF chart is same. All right, the bigger time frame chart is same like last week. So you're looking for short-term buy on it. All right, this short-term buy to happen. So this short-term buy to happen, and then again from top to go down. So watch lower time frame correction, 15-minute correction, and go higher. All right. So KiwiCAD, bigger time frame chart is same, guys. I think we're having that on 2 days. Yes, 2 days. So that's the chart. Okay, price is bouncing out from the bottom, longer term going to that way, and on lower time frame, one more drop. Flat formation and go back up, longer term high. All right, so you look in this flat formation and then go higher. On lower time frame, this correction to break down. All right, so this trade, and then from the bottom, you're looking for it to go higher. CADNOK, you guys have just seen, you watching price action there, bounce off, it has already bounced off. Yeah, and continue and resume the trend. All right, so if you're gonna look at the bigger time frame, then go higher. Retest the previous top or another leg. Continue the trend. Resume the trend. USDCAD, bigger time frame chart. Same. USDCHF, not USDCAD. All right. USDCHF, weekly chart still there. All right. Reversal for longer term. Go there, and on lower time frame chart was one more drop. All right. And from bottom it is pushing higher. Lower time frame, 4-hour time frame chart also completed the move. And on lower time frame, same analysis like other USD pairs. Okay, if you're gonna go to the 4-hour 15-minute time frame, same analysis. Okay, another correction, then buy. Okay, sharp impulse, sell for another drawback at the bottom and go higher. Okay, if I'm gonna copy this move, okay, for sell, this is what you are anticipating to happen, aggressive move. All right, so we need to see another correction for buy like that. Okay, this correction to happen. Let me remove that and let me put it there, ideal one. Okay, correct. Both price action behaviors are different. Okay, this is a continuation behavior that the USDCHF is going to draw for another move. This is a continuation price behavior for another up leg. Okay, so watch that behavior before you trade on it. Okay, from bottom there's going to be a reversal. Same analysis on the Euro Norwegian Krona, right? Because Euro NOK is also doing same like the EUROCAD, correcting. If you understand the pattern, then definitely there's going to be a one more up move by setup on the Euro NOK. There you got the Aussie New Zealand dollar, guys. You have seen a very nice drop on it. Okay, what I said last week, interest rate cut, this is gonna form new high within that sideways market, and then again gonna be bearish. So if no, they're not gonna cut the interest rate, they're gonna hold the interest rate, then the Australian dollar gonna drop. All right, and that's what you have seen. So we had sells on it. All right, and similar words I have said on the pound New Zealand dollar. Yeah, because these two pairs were at the best spot to buy the Kiwi. Okay, so this is for next week. All right, we still can see another move for upside correction there, then continuation and aggressive move on lower time frame correction and go back up. Same analysis like other USD pairs. Okay, if you go to the 15-minute time frame, if you draw that trend line there, okay, so go higher, correct and buy. Okay, so sharp move needed over there. Okay, so sharp move needed over there for the continuation to the downside. So don't look for sell there. All right, so only look for it to go higher, go back up. Yeah, so it is not at a good spot to sell. So there should be a perfect correction before you start selling I mean like this. Okay, there should be a perfect correction before you guys start selling using New Zealand dollar for the downside. Okay, there should be a, I mean, wait for that perfect correction to happen. Or this correction to get bigger. All right, this correction to get bigger before you start selling the Aussie New Zealand dollar for the downside. Okay, so we are anticipating strength on the Kiwi more than the Aussie. Okay, then this we are going to continue to go lower. Okay, so the 4-hour correction should be bigger before you guys start selling this pair for more downside. Okay, so we are having a neutral analysis on this pair, but still this pair can go back up for another up move. All right, AUDCAD longer term buy, weekly time frame chart is a buy. Okay, weekly time frame chart reversal, same like last week. On lower time frame, same analysis like other USD pairs. Okay, so last week I was asking you to look for it to draw for one more move. All right, so this, yeah, drop from there if you remember. All right, so that move is just happening now. So complete the move back at the bottom and then reversal. Okay, same like other USD pairs. When USD gonna complete this move everywhere, all right, then you're looking for USD to buy. You're looking to buy the USD, all right. Specifically, you're looking to buy the USD next couple of weeks. All right, so bigger time frame chart is same like last week. Bigger flat, bigger weekly flat, and then longer term buy. This pair still can go down for another move. All right, back at the bottom. It is not falling so aggressively against the chief because chief is losing its value too. All right, and yeah, buy at this bottom for longer term. Okay. And there is possibility, guys, that we're not gonna have that move now. All right, and the kiwi gonna take off aggressively for upside from this correction. Okay, this correction gonna break out and gonna continue. So if you're selling the kiwi chief, then make sure you understand that you're selling at the bottom and then trade with care. Okay, USD chief to test the bottom, go higher. Okay, this is what you are looking on the euro chief. Sorry, euro chief, yeah. The euro chief to continue to go higher. It came down last week and then tested the bottom and then started to, without testing the bottom, it started to show some price action. Okay, correct slightly deeper and then look for it to buy or test this previous bottom. Okay, if it is coming close to the 108.5, then you're looking for simply buy on the euro chief. You're looking for buy euro chief from 108.5, all right, or on a correction, the correction which I have just shown. Let's move on to the metals. All right, metal gold chart first. Okay, bigger time frame chart is same, guys. You have seen the weekly chart, I'm sure. All right, this is the weekly chart on lower time frame chart. All right, so basically we are looking gold to break down that flag. All right, okay, the flag which I was asking you to look for last week. Let's get to the bigger time frame slightly. Okay, this flag which is just there. Okay, that flag to break down. This flag to break down and continue for next wave to the downside. Okay, this move to happen. Flag is already there. Okay, this is what we are looking for. Break down aggressively and continue for the next wave to the downside. Okay, if not breaking, let's say this strong breakout is not happening like that. Okay, that breakout is not happening and it is pushing for another up move. Okay, similar way the way it has done previously. Okay, going for another corrective move like this. So you're looking for gold to drop. Okay, going for other corrective move or extending the ABC move. Extending the ABC move, then gold to drop. Okay, so equities are making new highs, then you should not expect gold to continue to go higher, all right? Then you should expect this flag to break down. Okay, even you are expecting this 15-minute flag to break down too. All right, and there you got the gold and silver. Let's go to the bigger time frame first. Expanding triangle or flag to break down. So this chart, weekly chart, is also same, hasn't changed a lot. Silver to go back to its cave. All right, it's going back to the bottom. And on a lower time frame, similar analysis like the gold. All right, so this flag to break down. Okay, this ABC move which can extend like gold chart, break down and continue to go lower. Okay, it has it has, there is possibility that the silver can go back up to 1850 again, but very less likely. All right, so we are not anticipating that the silver gonna go back to 1850 anytime soon. Yeah, and we expect that the correction which we are having there, yeah, that correction gonna break and silver gonna push lower. This correction, this sideways market. Okay, if testing 1850, then you can start selling it again from 1850. All right, so that's your silver chart, and that's the platinum chart. Same like the same like the gold and silver. All right, so this chart. Okay, so keep going down the way it is doing. So keep going down, and on lower time frame, similar, like if this pair goes higher first, all right, then you're gonna see strength on other metals as well. All right, or palladium goes higher first. If palladium or platinum goes higher first, then expect the silver and gold to get strong too. Okay, we are anticipating that correction to break down and continue to go lower. Okay, but there is possibility that the price can correct on 15-minute time frame, and we can have that ABC move. Same analysis like last week. All right, we are not anticipating this move. We don't want to see that wave, because our traders are already short on it from there. So we just want to see it to continue to go lower. But if it is going to get back to the top, all right, so you can have another opportunity to go for short on it from that top. All right. Okay, correction is already happening over there on 15-minute time frame. So just keep an eye on these, how these corrections are unfolding. Okay, either we are having strong sell again, or correction is just getting bigger and it is going to push more higher. So same analysis like other metals. So dollar Chinese yuan. Okay, same like last week. It is moving slow. All right, not a best pair to trade these days. Okay, same structure, same analysis like last week. So it's gonna stay sideways for a while. Palladium. All right, so palladium to give us a bigger correction. Get down up to 1200. All right, palladium to get down up to 1200 or 1300. All right, so it's very expensive, more expensive than the gold. Okay, so it's coming down and the correction already broken out. If you are selling it, just make sure you trade with care on it. All right, because this is, widely being used in the car manufacturing. All right, and has a very good use. Palladium has a very good use. Yeah, for it has a very good use for for environmental point of view. So you can expect that the use gonna get, the demand gonna get more higher of the palladium in coming days. Yeah, because you know too many people are talking about the environment, all right, and oil is a major, oil is playing a major role, you know in that, I mean, making environment bad. So palladium is being used highly to I mean, it is good for I mean, you know I mean, for, I think they use as a, you know converter, something like that, called catalytic converter. Yeah, so which reduce the emission, and you can only expect that the demand gonna go more higher of that. All right, that demand not gonna drop, definitely demand gonna go higher. So trade with care. Yeah, so trade with care, catalytic converter or something like that name call, right? So it is being used within that, they put that in silencer, in car silencers, or yeah. So you can expect more usage of that. Yeah, right. Or if cars are going to be electric, then demand can drop. Yeah, as long as there is you know you are having yeah, catalytic converter, yeah, in car exhaust. So palladium is being used within in that, right? And that's the reason it was going higher. Yeah, it was going higher. So trade with care for sell sides. Okay, that's the point. Okay, and once we can have a correction, bigger correction, which is just happening, then again there are going to be a buy. So this is what we are anticipating for next week, another wave to happen for the downside. And Nasdaq 100 index, so you don't have much on the equities for next week, as they are just going higher, all right, and making new highs. Okay, so just continue to go higher. Next wave you guys see over there on lower time frame. Let's get to the lower time frame. Correction we were talking about last week, that correction did not complete, all right, so we were talking about that to form a flat formation like that. So you guys did not see that correction, all right, this flat formation, and prices just keep pushing higher. All right, so what you are anticipating next week is to just go higher and correct again and keep pushing higher, keep the trend for upside for November and December. So any pullback on lower time frame, 1 to 4 hour time frame, will create opportunity for short to medium term buy. All right, continuation for upside. So any corrections on lower time frame, stay bullish. All right. Okay, and on S&P 500, very much similar like the Nasdaq 100 index. Okay, we are anticipating that, all right, to continue to go higher. So you see opportunities there when there is fear. All right, when there is no fear, then there are going to be opportunities, but with less potential. Okay, so just complete that target. We were having target 60% target up to 35 or 36. Yeah, that target to complete in next quarter, the first quarter of 2020. All right, and just continue to go higher. Yeah, first of all, before the end of the 2019, hit the 32, hit the 3200. All right, and first quarter stay bullish. Okay, there. Okay, after hitting the 3200, give us a correction, slightly a bigger correction, all right, and give us another dip over there. Okay, for 3500. Okay, first hit the 32, then go for correction, and then again give us a buy the dip and go up to 3500. All right, because Trump is looking to win the he's looking to win he's looking to re-elected. All right, and if during election equity is not gonna be at higher, right? No, or not gonna form new high during that, or gonna be under pressure, or you can say that gonna be under 10 to 20% correction, then he, what he's going to sell to his voters. All right, so you can say that he's pro Trump 2020. Yeah, so he's pro equity these days, so he has nothing. I mean, he's gonna be, he's gonna sell. All right, he's gonna sell these highs to their voters. He's already selling that. All right, already selling and telling people that Dow Jones is making new highs, S&P 500 making high, yeah, Nasdaq 100 index is making highs. All right. So if let's say you're gonna have 20% drop in 2020, at the end of the 2020, 20% drop or 30% drop, what he's going to sell, all right, for re-election. Okay, let's say if S&P 500 is going to give you that kind of drop, right? And coming back up to 25 or 26 at the end of the 2020. When, I mean, during the election, you can say that. What he's going to sell to his voter, all right? And that can happen because of the trade war. If trade war is going to come back again, then it can go up to that much far away, 20, 25 or 26. All right. So what we believe that he's not having enough time. All right. He's not having enough time to fight with China, yeah, on trade front issue, yeah. He will do whatever to calm down things, all right, so that equities can keep pushing higher for another 15 to 20%. And during the election, he gonna sell that to his voter and gonna get re-elected based on, yeah, he can get re-elected based on that. All right. So if you look at the equity market, yeah, according to that, he has done pretty well. All right. He has done so much well. If we compare that to the Barack Obama, right? He has done so much well as with compared to the Barack Obama. All right. So when he got elected in 2016, I think. Yes, somewhere there at this area. Okay, price was there. He got elected there. Okay, so if we look at the rise since then, it's almost 46%, all right? Let's say 50% rise we have seen within first tenure of the Donald Trump. And I think Barack Obama was elected in 2008. I'm not sure exact date, all right? All right, so somewhere, I'm not sure exact the date. Somewhere there within these areas. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you guys know that. What was the date? All right. So he got 10 years, all right? He got 10 years. 2009, all right? 2009. So let's put it there. 2009, January 2009. All right. So we have seen almost, almost 175% since then. And that was the best timing, all right? That was the best timing for the equities to go higher, all right? Best timing because we were having a recession and recovery after that. So we have seen almost 175% return. 175 return. All right, so we have seen 50% return since Donald Trump has 50% return since Donald Trump elected. All right, and more opportunities than this rally. All right, so more by the dip opportunity. So you simply can say that Donald Trump has created volatility in the market with his tweets. All right. Yeah, so you got the dip there, you got the dip there, all right? So too many dips were there on the equities. Yeah, so in numbers this is huge. Okay, so in numbers you can see that that's huge, percentage wise huge, but the percentage wise it is huge, but when you look at the numbers, all right, so 1300, all right, and when you look at these numbers, 1100, much better than the Obama. All right, percentage wise this is small. All right, 50% is small as we compare to the 175, but look at these numbers. All right, 1100 within his first tenure. So he was good for the equity market. He created volatility, too many opportunities, buy the dips, and that's why the investors were having fear, because volatility was there, and still, investors are having preferring to hold cash rather than investing in the market. Still, we haven't seen full cash, or still, cash is sitting at this side. Okay, when that cash gonna come into the market, this is definitely gonna go up to 3,500. All right, this is definitely gonna go up to 3,500. All right, so it's a matter of time. So let's see when we're gonna have 3,500. All right, but on lower time frame, you are watching the corrections, and you're looking that correction to keep pushing higher. Okay, at some point we're gonna have bigger correction. So once that correction gonna be over there, again gonna be buy the dip opportunity. So same analysis on Dow Jones. Dow Jones is also pushing higher. So that was the timing, guys, to go long on the US equities. All right, stay bullish on the US equities. That was the start of the 2019. Okay, now we are closing 2019. Where we are closing? We are closing 2019 at new highs. Okay, that was the best timing. So it's past? No. Okay, now let's get to the lower time frame. Same analysis like the S&P 500. At some point, we're going to have a deeper correction. Okay, and again, going to be a buy the dip opportunity. Okay, so sharp correction can happen too. All right, that sharp correction can happen too. All right, we are not anticipating that sharp correction. We need a fundamental reason for that sharp correction. All right, now the forces are trying to fix the crack. All right, the crack which we were having because of the Donald Trump trade war, US-China trade war. All right, so you should expect the equities to just keep pushing higher. Okay, and end 2020 with some more good results. Okay, that's your next week forecast. All right, so on lower time frame, correct and keep pushing higher. Now let's get down to the oil and natural gas. All right, so copper first. Copper is coming back at the bottom. Copper gonna create opportunity. Okay, so next week go down, break the bottom, break off that flag, test that bottom, and you're looking for it to go higher again. Okay, chart is on a daily time frame. Okay, so you're looking at this chart to continue to go higher. All right, that's the chart. So what I have shown there, okay, go down, test the bottom, short term, one more drop and test the bottom and buy. Okay, oil is just pushing higher. Slowly go back within the triangle. All right, so sideways market. So you are expecting oil to go higher and then drop again. Okay, go back to 70 or this previous high and then drop. All right, so just keep pushing higher, correct for another time, go higher and then get down within this area again. Okay, same on US oil. Okay, so US oil is also pushing higher. Okay, go back up to 65. All right, 65. Keep pushing higher and then go down. Head and shoulder formation, maybe you are looking at this like that, but there is sideways market. All right, sideways movement, so it's gonna stay there for a while as long as OPEC is fixing the issue. Okay, so go down, test the bottom and complete the move. Okay, short to medium term continuation. Natural gas to come back at the bottom and then again longer term buy. Yeah, so short term, one more drop can happen. If you are a seller, you can trade, but trade with care because winter is coming. And bottom buy. A dollar rand, we are neutral. Dollar rand is not at a best pair to trade these days. We are neutral on the dollar rand. Okay, this is not a best pair to trade these days. Okay, so we are still neutral on it and having that analysis, right? That analysis or longer term bullish. That wave has just gone now, so neutral on that. Okay, dollar Mexicano, you should focus. All right, that triangle to break out for upside. Okay, on weekly time frame, on lower time frame, you're looking it to get back to the bottom and looking it to go higher. All right, so get back to this bottom and go higher. That trade. Okay, dollar Mexicano is forming an opportunity. Okay, so UK 100 index. If you miss the move on the US equities, then this is still at the bottom, waiting for the UK general election outcome. Okay, and new high is needed over there too. Okay, money gonna come there on the UK 100 index. So let's straight away get to the lower time frame and just watch this expanding triangle to continue. Yeah, setup is already there. Yeah, you're watching that expanding triangle to hold that bottom and go higher and keep pushing, test the previous high. German 30, again short-term continuation. Yeah, this flag to continue to go higher and test the top. Okay, for next week, this move, this arrow, you see there. And on a bigger time frame, just break the top and form new high. All right, so this to form new high to DAX. On lower time frame, you're looking another leg next week. All right, this correction to break out and continue to go higher. US Russell 2000 seemed like last week, it hasn't changed a lot. Right, this is not a good performer as with compared to the other US equities. All right, so if you look at this chart too, stay bullish on US equities. Posted that chart too at that time at the start of the 2019. Yeah, I have posted you know, almost on all US equities except the NASDAQ 100 index. So it is less, you know, aggressive as with compared to the S&P 500 or Dow Jones. Yeah, so it still can go down for another move, and then again, this is our structure. Okay, this one more drop can happen, or we can see breakout and it can keep pushing for higher. All right, it can keep pushing for higher. So same analysis like last week. Okay, Frank 40, new high, new high, recent new high. Okay, but we are expecting it to just keep pushing higher and tag the previous highs. All right, and on lower time frame, just keep pushing higher. There was money in 2019. All right, when at the start of the 2019, we were looking this to go higher from there. Okay, if you go back and watch the old weekly market outlook, you're gonna see, just go and watch the old weekly market outlook. All right, so we were these flags. All right, so it's keep pushing higher. Yeah, higher, and there was opportunities. All right, no, that opportunity is gone. So just keep pushing higher on lower time frame, guys. That's what you can do, or give you a bigger correction and then you start looking for buy on them. Okay, so Nike too. All right, so that correction to break out and continue to go higher. Okay, that correction to break out and test the recent high. Okay, so the recent high was that. Okay, test that recent high. And yeah, ASX still can keep pushing higher. All right, all are strong bullish, so you should expect them to just stay there for November and December. So you should not sell stock in November and December. All right, so it went lower last year in December and November and December last year. In December specifically, it went lower. All right, but that time we were having bad news. Bad news was coming from trade war point of view, And this year we are having good news coming, all right? And hopefully we're going to get good news at the end of the year as well regarding the trade war, and they're going to keep pushing higher. If bad news are coming, then you can expect the correction, daily 4-hour time frame to daily correction. Okay, just keep pushing higher. Not at a good spot to trade, not at a good spot to buy. You can counter that trend for sell, but it's risky. Okay, let's move on to the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, same analysis, same chart like last week. All right, but I'm gonna show you lower time frame analysis in a different way. All right, so this is your weekly chart, right? And this correction can extend all the way back to the bottom, right? Like that. Can extend up to that area. And our longer term direction is the bullish. So what you should expect, go down to the lower time frame. Okay, this correction which is just happening over there, that correction to come all the way back at this bottom. Okay, this correction to keep coming slowly the way it is just coming down. Okay, once price tests that bottom, you're looking for it to break out this trade. All right, it can break out before hitting that bottom, but this is not at a good spot to go long on the Bitcoin. All right, so wait for the Bitcoin to come up to 74 or 7500, and then you're looking for Bitcoin to break the correction and continue to keep pushing higher. All right, so you're looking for Bitcoin to continue to go higher, and XRP is still sitting at the bottom, same like like last week. OITA, same like last week. Ethereum, same like last week. All right, so let's finish here. Let's finish this here. And if you guys are having any questions, let me know. We can talk about that. Otherwise, we're gonna finish here. So no question on YouTube, no question on Zoom. All right, everyone. So thank you very much for coming into the weekly market outlook. Hope you guys enjoy that, and have learned something. Yes, Germany and PMI data are going to be important. Germany PMI data are going to be important, Paul, next week on Friday. So it's late. Yeah, it's on Friday. Normally, that data released on Thursday or Wednesday, but this time it is on, or maybe I'm wrong. Let me check. Do we have that data every time on Friday, or let's check this September. Yeah, we had that data on Monday. Yeah, they released on Monday on 23rd of September. All right, so this time it's late. All right, it's on Friday. So they vary. I think it vary from, and in September it was very bad. All right, let's check the August. Yeah, it was Thursday on August. All right, so this time it's on Friday. It's gonna be late, but still you're gonna have movement. All right. So thank you for coming into the weekly market outlook. Material, the course material, we are having our own trading techniques. All right, our own trading trading style, or I mean our own way to look at the market. There are many ways to look at the market, all right, or strategies to look at the market, like support and resistance, all right, like harmonic patterns or Elliott wave, or you know there are a lot of, yeah, wolf wave or this and that. A lot of theories are there in the market. So if you are looking just to get the understanding of the theories, yeah, you can get the understanding of those theories from YouTube. All right, so YouTube is the best place to learn the theories. All right, but if you are looking to learn our way of looking at the market, the way we look at the market, all right, so we identify patterns, we draw structure, identify patterns, which is very much similar like the other trading theories, all right, like Elliott wave theory. All right, but we don't put numbers on our chart like 1 2 3 or ABC move. We don't put numbers on our charts. We just simply keep things simple, and we sometimes we use even support and resistance as well. All right, when you are having flat formation, basically you are using support and resistance. All right, and sometimes we use Elliott wave as well. All right, when price come close to your impulse, where the impulse appear, we buy from there. All right, so we use almost a mixture of theories in our analysis. All right, so in training, we look at the Elliott wave, we look at the classical chart pattern theory, we look at the Elliott wave theory, we look at the support and resistance, we look at the candlestick patterns, yeah, and then we come up to our way of trading. All right, and our our trading style is very simple, easy. We just keep it simple. We just stick to 5 rules we have made, and they are easy. If you are completely new, don't know how to analyze the chart, if you just copy those 5 rules, you will start understanding the market. All right, you will start analyzing the charts, yeah, and when you're gonna do more practice, you're gonna start improving your analysis. So those 5 rules, the rules which we have made, are easy to understand, not complicated, yeah, and anyone can analyze a chart using those 5 rules. All right, and once you stick to those 5 rules, keep repeating those 5 rules, you start improving your analysis. All right, and once you start improving your analysis, then you also start implementing the 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 fundamentals which are happening in the world. All right, you start putting those fundamentals on your chart and try to look at your chart, try to analyze your chart by keeping in your mind that what's happening around the world. All right, and that's how you're gonna improve. That's how you improve. All right, so that's what we do. All right, so if you are looking for further information, then go back to the website, fill the form over there. You're gonna get that over there. All right, so if you are looking just for theories. All right, so trading theories. All right, there is YouTube, there is Google. You're gonna have a lot of stuff over there. All right, okay, you can read that, you can go YouTube, you can search that on YouTube, you can get all that information from there. Okay, but where is the problem? All right, you can get that stuff without any cost on the Google. All right, but where you are having problem, where you are having issue, where people are having issue, they are having issue when it comes to apply that on the live market. There is the issue. Okay, there is the issue. There people struggle, there people fail. All right, everyone, pound dollar I have shown already. Just get back to the weekly market outlook again on the YouTube, watch it again on the YouTube, and you're gonna get the pound dollar chart over there. All right, so we'll talk about that next week. All right, how to identify the expansion triangles that you mentioned. It's a based on price action. Okay, if it's a based on price action, everything in this market depends on the, nothing is fixed. Okay, so if people are saying to you that this is fixed, all right, and just follow that, nothing is fixed in this market. All right, specifically, when it comes to, trade live, all right, nothing is fixed. There are many variables in this market, okay, which you have to keep in your mind all the time. There are many variables. You can't say that just follow this and you're gonna be successful. All right. So there is nothing something like that. Yeah, there are people who are participating in this market. All right. Investors are participating in this market. They are, putting their money in. They are taking their money out from this market. Yeah, and market is moving on their behavior. Price is going up when they put a lot of money in, market goes up. When they take money out from the market goes down. All right, so you don't know when they're gonna make that decision. All right, you don't know what they are thinking in their mind. All right, so you cannot get into others' mind, what they are thinking, what they are planning to do. All right. So what you can do, you can try to understand their behavior, how they are behaving, and you can, trade after understanding their behavior. Okay, because their behavior going to be same, their behavior not going to change, and their behavior going to form patterns on your chart. If they are putting money aggressively in the market, all right, market gonna move quickly. If they're not gonna put money aggressively, market not gonna move quickly. All right, market gonna move slow. All right, and this is, if you're gonna, interpret that in other words, you're gonna simply say that market forms aggressive moves or impulses and forms corrections. There are these two behaviors in this market: impulse and correction. All right, impulse comes there on your chart when there is a lot of money coming into the market. Correction comes there when money is not there. All right, or prices, staying sideways, or people are not interested to put money on that specific price. All right, or they want better price, or they want push price to another level. So their behavior actually you see on chart. All right, so and people, they they react to fundamentals, how fundamentals are developing. If good fundamentals are developing, they react to those fundamentals and make decision based on that, and market moves. All right, so let's finish here. Have a good week, enjoy your weekend too. Yeah, we'll see you back again in another week. Until then, bye bye.